Hello, everyone, and welcome to Judy's Creations in Crochet. And today is January the 22nd, 2026. I have trouble keeping my days straight. Oh, well. Welcome to my channel. I am coming to you from Chatham, Ontario, which is in the very southernmost tip of Ontario and Canada. And it is very cold today. When you're driving somewhere and you hear the radio newscaster say, and the temperature will be going up to -7, you know it's cold out to go up to -7. And we're talking Celsius here. So I don't know, 7 might be somewhere around 20 or a little less than 20 in a Fahrenheit scale. It has been very cold, and we got snow last week. Different parts of the province got more than others. We only got an inch or two, nothing much to worry about. But I know up Toronto area, I think they got 1.5 feet of snow and more as you go farther east. Anyhow, I'm all about crochet, as my title suggests, but I also like to talk a lot about things around crochet, patterns and yarn particularly. And I'm all about hand-dyed yarn, and that's what I like to talk about. So if you like these kinds of things, please stick around and maybe hit that subscribe button. And to my returning viewers, thank you so much for being such loyal followers. And I welcome any new people that happened on me by chance. And did you happen to catch my live on Sunday? We had, I think at one point we got as high as 55 people were there, which I was very pleased to have that many for our very first episode of Conversations with Judy. The conversation seemed to be lively. People were enjoying the topic, and it did go into replay. So if you did not catch it live, you can check out the replay that is there now and feel free to comment. A lot of good comments on the actual live and later on the replay. I haven't looked at the comments today yet. I was out this morning. I will go and check them out when I'm done here and respond to any that I haven't already responded to. And I will be putting the notification up for the next one, probably next week. And we will be back again on February the 15th with another topic. People seem to be enjoying it. I had people ask me if Kathy and Diane would be back. And I'm quite sure at some point in the future they will be back. I think they enjoyed themselves as well. So check that out if you didn't get a chance to see it on Sunday. What am I wearing? That's where I start. So I'm going to start with this. This is one of my favorite pieces and makes me want to make more cowls like this. Now, this is quite a long cowl, almost long enough to twist around twice, not quite. This is what it looks like. The pattern is called Fail, F-A-L-E. And it is a pattern by Expression Fiber Arts. It starts out at I did it in one long piece and then connected it. It starts out as a corner to corner. You can see the corner to corner there. And then it goes into chains and then goes back to the corner to corner. And it is meant to be quite a sizable wrap. But I knew before I got very far that I did not want to make the entire wrap. And I just decided at some point to change direction and start closing it in. And then eventually I closed up the top to make it's a good size, but not near the size Theirs would be wider than mine to make it a very nice wrap. And this is made with pearlescent fingering. And pearlescent fingering can be a bit splitty. It's definitely very, very silky. It's 50% merino, 50% silk, mulberry silk. And so it can be slippery also on your hook. But I'm really happy with the outcome, and I have received compliments on it when I wear it. Theirs is made wide enough you could put it up over your head or droop it down your shoulders. I will link it in the description box below, and I will also link the other patterns that I will be talking about as well. And by the way, I know I say this every week, but even more so this week, we're going to have a short video. So, finished objects. Well, once again, I have a finished object that is not yarn related. I have really been busy at my diamond painting or diamond dots. This one is one that stands up. They give you a base to put it in, and then it stands up. And so I had this on a shelf out there, which, of course, if you know me, I'm into cats. So I finished that on the weekend and started another one that hopefully will be finished to show you next week. It's a little bit bigger, and it's not a hanging one or a stand-up one. This one is actually a picture, and it's for Valentine's Day. I wanted to get that finished and out of the way so I would have time to work on my Valentine's Day one that just arrived in the mail a little over a week ago, that I want to hang. Even though it's a picture, I have a way to hang it on my front door. So I finished that diamond painting. I think I showed you last week I was working on this, so I'll bring this out. I'm still working on it. I was going to put it aside and switch over to the test I am doing for Marianne Mueller, but I don't know. I seem to hit a rhythm with this, and I wanted to keep going. So I just decided I was going to keep going. Um, this is starting to come apart. This is called the Soulless Scarf. You can see that I'm on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm on color 6. There are 10 minis altogether that I'm going to use. Now, this is really meant to be done this way, the pattern going this way across, and you make it quite long, and it becomes a scarf. But I don't wear scarves. But I do wear cowls. So I decided to change the direction so that I would be going all the way around the cowl, and I'm going to make it a large cowl. So let me just put this around my neck. I will join it when I'm done. And it is just about the same length as the purple one I'm wearing. So I'm quite happy with that. And it will have 10 colors, so you can see there's 5 up to where my finger is here. So it's going to be double that width. And so it'll have a lot of drape in it. And these are the sparkle. Can you see sparkle? Sure can't see much, can you? Oh, every now and then I see a flash there. These are the sparkle minis that I got from, is it Hidden Pond? No, Giddy something in Australia. You see some sparkle there every now and then. Anyway, I've decided I'm going to, since I'm in a rhythm and I'm getting close to the end, I'm going to finish this first, which hopefully will be finished by the end of this week. It's only Tuesday right now when I'm videotaping. So if I can do one a day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I should be done by the weekend. And then before you see me again, I'll be back working on the tests that I'm doing for Mariana Mueller. So this is called Solas, Solas. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing it right. And it's by Carmen Heffernan. You've seen many things by her here on my channel, and a number of you have done her patterns as well. It's a very, very easy pattern, a 1-row repeat, and I will get to work on it, and hopefully I do my counts wrong and I end up tearing things out, but hopefully I will have this done to show you a completed project for next week. Next week is the 29th. We're getting near the end of the month. Imagine that. And while I'm realizing the date, I want to remind you that the 27th of this month is the deadline for getting me your mosaic items. Get me your picture. And remember, I thought I had the paper here, but I don't have it here to show you. Remember, you have to have your name and location on a piece of paper. Oh, here it is. Your name and location, just like this. That's all. Name, to code for your location, somewhere in the picture so I can see it. You don't need a whole lot of other story in it. It just takes up space in the picture, and I just need to know who it is so that I can get the picture with a description. All the other stuff you want to tell me, write it in the body of the email. I'll go through the emails and make my notes, and then when I'm trying to match up the picture with the person, if this is in your picture, then I'll be able to match them up. So just wanted to remind you, you have until the 27th, which is next Tuesday. So that's one thing I'm working on, as well as my diamond dot. And I started another item on the weekend because, as you know, by the way, this goes with that, and I'm using a number 4mm hook. I decided to start a blanket. I'm done with blankets for, oh, by the way, my blanket is falling down. As you know, I decided to do a series of blankets for my chair. And I still have my Christmas blanket here. But I decided to get started on a winter blanket, and within another week or two, I'll be able to put it up behind me. Not that you see a lot, but it's something. And I'm going to do 4 seasons of blankets to have on the chair behind me. So I went looking for something that I thought looked wintry. When I think winter, I think icy and cold, and therefore blue. So I had a cake and a bit of this skinny cake in this color. To me, that looked wintry enough. So I had a partial cake that was about this big around, and I used it first, and I started the blanket which way fillet. I find this a very easy pattern. It is a tutorial by Fiber Spider. There are others out there I noticed when I went looking for it, but I do like Fiber Spider's tutorials, and I followed it before. It's very easy to follow, and you pick it up right away. So, as you know, I chat on the phone or in the messenger with friends, and this is what I work on when I chat with them, although I'm going to be doing a little diamond painting while I chat in the future. But anyway, this again is linked in the description box, both the items I talked about. So this is what I'm working on, and I believe I'm using an 5.5mm hook, which is going to make this quite open and drapey. I could have used a 5, no problem. I find that skinny cakes are thinner than most. It says it's a number 3, and I guess, but it's a very thin 3, not much heavier than some sport weight. So I'm just getting ready to add in this cake. So that's what I've been working on. And I don't have anything else really to tell you about. So I thought today that I would do another critique on a pattern book that I have. I have a couple I will be doing over time. And I spent some time on the weekend looking through my queue in Ravelry and patterns I have purchased in Ravelry to see if there was a designer that would come up more than once. And I did find a couple of designers that I have made one item and I want to make one more, and then I'll be able to do a designer focus for you again pretty soon. So until then, I'm doing critiques on the few books that I have. And this one is Wraps by the Dozen. And I rather liked it. I have to guess there's a dozen in here. And it's by Judith A. Thompson and Carla Ray Miller. I will link this in the description box below to the Canadian Amazon site. Now, in Canada, it's not actually available from Amazon to buy. You know how if they don't have something, they have bestsellers or other options to buy it, and they link you to some bookstores where they have agreements with them and they will send it out. But in the US, it is available on Amazon, and in the UK, it looks like it's available on Amazon. But apparently they don't have any in stock here in Canada, so you have to go somewhere else. So I'm going to show you what's in the book. The one thing that, of course, disappoints me is there are no charts. But there are some very nice patterns. Here is one, and I noticed, I don't know if you can see that. Her hair covers it a bit, but it's a wrap that you start and you make one side, then you go back and you join onto it and you make the other side. Now, I don't know the reason for it in this particular one, but I know in some of them, it's because the direction of the stitches, they want both of them to mirror each other, to go in a certain direction. So they do it both ways. If I were making this, I would probably just make it all in one piece and not join it at the back. But it is a nice wrap. And it uses 2 skeins of each of the 2 colors, and it's a medium weight. They use a number 4 yarn for it, and they say each skein has 170 yards, so 340 of each color, 680 altogether. It's a nice pattern and it looks fairly straightforward. The next one. Now this one is same thing. It has the thing at the back where they join it. Very nice border on it. And it looks nice and warm and cozy. This one again is made with a number 4, same size. It takes 7 skeins to make this with a number 4, 170 yards per skein. Next one is the Frolic. Now this has some real texture to it. See it down there? And it, again, uses a number 4. Smaller less yardage in these skeins, and it took 6 skeins with a J hook. I didn't mention that in the others. This one again has that jointed in the back. That seems to be very common in this particular book. And again, it's the way they want it to show at the front. Now the next one, maybe not as exciting because we've all seen Granny. They could make a Granny blanket narrower than usual, or a Granny square, Granny scarf wider. Again, it's done with a number 4, and they took 3 skeins of the light green, 3 skeins of the medium green, and 3 skeins of the dark green. Again, a 5.5 hook. Now this one, I see what they've done, and I would do that. They have made granny squares and then worked off both sides with the chevron or ripple, and that I do like. I think that looks nice, and I've seen other wraps like that. I like that method. Next one. This one is all in one. Oh, it says first half, second half. So I guess they joined it as well. It doesn't have as good a picture as the others. It's a little hard to show you without showing you the instructions. Again, these are 170 yard skeins, and it took 5 skeins, and they used a K 6.5 millimeter hook. Now this one I like. This is nice and dressy. Could you imagine putting that over a dress when you go, say, to a wedding? That would be very nice. And if I was making it for that purpose, I would not use a number 4 weight yarn. Well, I'm not a worsted weight person anyway. And again, this one says first half, second half. Doesn't show you the back, but they want these scallops to go in the same direction, so they do from the front, and that's why they join them at the back. And this one takes 5 skeins, and it uses a 6 millimeter hook. Next, this one's called Diamonds. Look at the loopy fringe. And this one takes 4 skeins, again a number 4 with a 6.5 millimeter hook, and there is a bigger picture of it. And again, it's made in 2 halves. Now this one, it's called Elegance, and I really do like the look of that. Again, it's the kind that you could make, say, to wear over a dress if you were going out for an evening or to a wedding. I mean, you don't have to make it in black. It's your choice what color you make it in. And again, it's a number 4 weight, and it uses 4 skeins, 6.5 millimeter hook, and it looks fairly straightforward. And again, it's made in 2 halves with an edging. Very lovely. This next one looks finer to me. It's called Whimsy. I don't know if there's another one, but I'll show you that. It uses 5 skeins of another number 4. And again, first half, second half. Yeah, this book is all about that style. That must be what these designers really enjoyed to do. And there isn't another picture. There's only that one. But you can see it's a finer lace than the others were. And then we have Togetherness, which is the last one in the book. And again, first half, second half. And it uses 2 colors, 3 skeins of each with a number 6. Looks a lot like a chevron. very pepperminty looking. I think it would be great for Christmas, but and a J hook. And that brings us to the end of the book. There is a collage of what you see in the book. I don't remember seeing that one. Did I go through this with my eyes closed? Unless they've done it. I saw all the others, unless they did it in 2 colors. Let's see. I don't think I skipped anything. Sorry, I just want to double check. It's got quite big chains in it. That one is not in this book, unless is there one here before? Oh, no. But I did miss one. I missed this one at the very beginning. Oh, I missed 2 at the very beginning. Well, let me go back. Did I miss showing you this one? I remember seeing the name Zesty. And that one, again, made with 2 halves. And it takes 4 skeins of the orange and a skein of the burnt orange. See, it has a burnt orange going around it. Again, of number 4 and a 6.5 millimeter hook. But here, I also missed this. That's the one on the back. And see the big chains. And does it show the back? No. And it's made first half, second half, and an edging. You can see the edging, very nice edging on it. I really like the look of that one. And the yarn is again a 4-weight, but a little bit less yardage, and it takes 9 skeins. Fair bit of yardage in that. So I didn't see the size of any of these. So anyhow, there's a summary of what's in the book. Again, wraps by the dozen, and I will link in the description box below. And that's all that I have to show you this week. I haven't done a lot, and I hope I will have something finished for you next week and something of interest to share with you. But for me to do a video that's only a half an hour is very unusual, but we had a very good conversation on Sunday, and I hope you will go back and check out that video if you didn't see it already. So, and again, a reminder that you have until the 27th, which is next Tuesday, to get your pictures to me for this month's Mal doing a project using the mosaic stitch. So that's a wrap, folks. That's a wrap, folks. And I'll be back again next week with more to fill you in on. And until then, happy hooking.